Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pearls of Wisdom. As promised, I have a card reading for you today with the Dakini Oracle. And I think it is really easier when I share the screen with you, then you can see the cards better. So here we have a very interesting constellation. These are the 5 cards that I got for today. And I have then afterwards made it in 2 parts. So you can see the first is the guardian. This is Mahakala. This is a connection also with Kali, the goddess of destruction. And we see that he is in a very fierce energy here. And that means that this is the part of the destroyer of the enemy of truth. Now, this is the energy that is prevalent in the moment. So they destroy the enemy of truth. And this is what you can see in the moment coming up. And this is what will be also the part that blow up your mind, because so many things have happened in a way under our nose and we couldn't see it. This is so kind of incredible. And even though I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist since about 40 years now, I also had no idea how deep it goes, how deep down the rabbit hole. That was actually the start of last year, when we had the year of the rabbit, really to go down the rabbit hole. And now it makes a lot of sense when we look at this picture, because when we have now the year of the dragon, this makes sense. So you can see that Mahakala is in an aggressive mission in the moment, um, because he is now, or this energy, this force, I would not want to personalize it so much, but this energy that is in the moment prevalent will really help to show everything what was happening in the underground. The blow your mind is not just about what is coming up, but it is also that you need to blow up the mind program, all the beliefs that you have, all the things that are still within you for generations. And I mean, that is going far beyond past lives too, that all this brainwash and these programs and these indoctrinations have happened. And you can be absolutely sure that school is no education system, but an indoctrination system. That's why we go there. And when you look a little bit back, who was the founder of the schools and how they came to be, you can see that very clearly. It was mainly to make employees out of us. It was not really helping to make you creative, but it was to make you obey orders. And then the career path, then when you go to school and they help you to lay out your career path, for yourself. And in certain countries, it's like this: if the child does not go already to the right kindergarten and then the right school and then the right university, has no chance to kind of go up higher. But I would say the more and the longer someone goes to these indoctrination factories, the more is programmed and the less this person can connect and reconnect with their own soul, because the program that is overlaying the nature of the person is so strong that for many people it is hardly possible anymore to go beyond. These belief systems are incredible, and you can really find the most indoctrinated people in the academia, and you can find a lot of very even enlightened people that have not gone through so many school years, that are still connected with the earth and still understand the nature of things, the true nature of things. Now, see, that will be then the third card that we have here, like a bubble. And you see that that is a lady that is floating on the water, and here some wings of a dragonfly, funny dragonfly, are holding up, and these bubbles are like, it's completely balanced, that you can float on water. You need to completely relax and balance yourself. See, the moment you have let go of all this, it is like a luggage that we carry around, like the backpack, like this. The mind is always the program, meaning that whatever we think, what is not just like a spontaneous intuition, the moment the mind starts to think and go forth and back, it is everything coming up is from the past. The mind cannot reach into the future, but intuition and inspiration can. So whatever the mind comes up, this is why it's so important to blow up the mind, because we cannot trust the mind. The mind is part of the duality. The mind makes us judge. And I want to stress that again, I said that so many times, there is duality and polarity. Duality is the system when we judge. That is like we can put on top of the two columns, we can say good and bad. When we have polarity, when we talk about polarity, we can write on top like yin and yang. Even positive and negative is already kind of tainted, but we can say breathing in and breathing out. We can say day and night. So this is something that is not so much attached to a judgment. So we need polarity. Without polarity, we cannot exist. That's the only way it makes us possible to exist anyway in this world. And it doesn't matter on what level, if it is 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, whatever, as long as we exist. And the word existere is Latin and means stepping out. So the moment we have been stepping out of unity, we are in polarity. And unity you cannot define, you only have to negate it. Unity is not this and that and that. So we are living here now in polarity. So that means we exist and we can see things. We can, we need a mirror to see ourselves, because the only thing what you never can see in your life is your own eyes. You need a mirror to see your own eyes. And this is why it is sometimes so difficult also to recognize who we are. And this is for others, they use this to indoctrinate you, to give you a role, to tell you who you are, because we are there insecure. Now, the higher you rise in your consciousness, and here the more you are balanced within, quiet and balanced, the more you can see the other aspect, the more you can find the peace within, the more you can let go of all these programs, the more you can trust. When you float on water, and I love to do that, that's why for me it's a really important symbol. When I float on water, I feel the absolute peace. It is like something that holds me, something that nothing can happen to me. I'm absolutely safe. I'm at peace. And this is that card that shows that. You can also see from the colors, the red and the blue. This is the fire and the water. They touch each other. They don't overlap. They touch each other, but there is no fight. There is no struggle. It's just the both sides are beside each other, and everything is okay. And you can see from the face that is here, that it is serene, that is at peace, that it is quiet. So to summarize, this is what is happening. The energy that is prevalent in the moment is Mahakala, which is the enemy of the destroyer of the enemy of truth. So everybody who is on the dark side, who is you know, I don't need to describe that much more so that the video is not going to be deleted, right? So all these people are now being um, removed, annihilated, and in many ways exposed, and things are coming to the surface that will blow our mind, that we see that we cannot believe anymore what we did believe in the past, and that things are not the way we thought they are. And we have to be ready to now blow up that. You see that volcano in the background here that is really blowing up that mind. And it is also, in a way, a sacrifice card, because if you have to sacrifice your belief system, you're standing in a void for a moment. But here, the next card is that void card, which gives you the inner peace, you know, the moment once you really find the divine within, that moment of rest, of peace, of balance, when you can say, divine self, or I am, inspire me, tell me what I need to know, guide me, protect me. This is the moment when you feel safe and secure and don't need to struggle anymore. Then we have the last two cards here in the game. We have the castle in the clouds. Now, just remember what we saw in the first three cards, and this is the state you come from. The castle in the cloud means, and I know that many people already who are on the way into a higher dimension, into higher consciousness, they do a lot imagine and how the world can be when we are at peace. So in a way we can say that this castle in the cloud exists already. So many light workers, many people who are connected to their divine source, to the divine creative source, what they are, that they have already worked on creating that castle in the cloud, meaning they have been creating the new world already, but it is not completely manifest. The Mount Meru, the center of the universe, you see that is the mountaintop that's coming out of the cloud. And that castle in the cloud is also, it's above the material level. So clouds for a certain part also reminds us of the mind. Definitely in this card is like once we move beyond the clouds of the mind and come up into the clarity of the pure mountain. And I don't know if any of you have experienced that, but when I was young, I loved to ski and we went hiking. You know, we had a fur underneath of this on the ski, and we slide up, and we went sometimes 4 or 5 hours or more up to the mountaintop through the deep snow. And up there, then in the early morning when the sun was there and you saw the whole panorama of mountains around you, this is the most rewarding moment, because there is also a moment that you feel very, I say, very close to heaven. And this is the moment that I had these kind of moments of feeling the divine really within me, that I felt that guidance in that purity of the air, of the sun, early morning, because we often head off when it was still dark. So this is that moment. Once we have the castle that we create, we still have the mind involved. We create that new world. And then the next step is to really bring it into manifestation. And this is the moment when the energy is shifting. And you might have seen that they are circulating also picture of the new earth, of the old earth, and what is happening in the time to come. I don't know the date, but I have a feeling it's pretty near now, that we will be able to manifest and pull our creation that we have already on a higher level down into manifestation in a relatively fast way, and that it may already exist in the enlightened world, or the world of 5D or 4D or whatever you want to call it. There are many ways to look at it. So this card encourages you to dream. Dream about the world that you want to live in. Dream about the peace, the friendship, the supporting each other. Dream about what you want to do there, how you want to be creative. And if you have a chance, maybe start already to be creative, to do something. I'm just building a little room for my artwork because I really feel that I want to manifest more of it, to be more creative, to really have a place where things are right and not crammed into a room. Like when, I work with epoxy, with what do you call it? We say in Thai, they say it hot glue. So this is quite a mess to work with, and sometimes it is really difficult to keep more or less things together. So I will be very happy to have a more decent workshop. So if you have a chance to do that, do it and focus on your creativity, focus on your imagination, keep dreaming, get up to that mountaintop where things are clear and maybe go into a meditation and or walk in nature and imagine very strong the world you want to live in. And I don't know if you can hear it, but I have just out of the window now a bird that is very, very loud singing. Now it just stopped because I moved and it flew away. So you can see that even nature responds to things like that. And it is very important that we come back um, to be natural beings, not to be, even I had somebody tell us that I'm an asset. I don't want to be an asset. Uh, an asset is something that is in the business. I don't want to be in business, and I want to more create my things in a more spiritual, creative way to bring joy. If you, I don't know if you have the same. I love beautiful things around me. And beautiful things, I can look at it and I enjoy it, or beautiful flowers. Um, and this is what I want to be. And make up your mind what you want to be, create that, and let the rest outside. Also, when I have in my group, I really don't know what to post anymore. All that political blah blah blah, it doesn't bring us anywhere further because it's all speculation. Today they say this, tomorrow something different happened. So just let it. Don't waste your time with things like that, but focus on yourself, focus on your creativity, focus on what you can contribute energetically and physically, and what you can manifest to help that new world in the birthing process. I hope that helps you to understand better the quality of time we have now. And the next reading will be a moon reading. So I see you soon again. And for now, take care. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye for now.